It's my great pleasure to welcome back someone we haven't had in a long, long time. This is just the year of people coming back. So maybe we are learning to come together a little bit, even while we have our differences. DeRose has been an international leader in the animal rights movement for 35 years. He's been shot, he's been jailed, he's been called a terrorist. But in 1984, he started Last Chance for Animals and carried out groundbreaking investigations, resulting in prison sentences for those responsible for these worst cases. The Emmy-nominated HBO documentary Dealing Dogs profiles LCA's undercover investigation into the world of pet theft. In '97, Chris released his autobiography, In Your Face, and his work has earned him the prestigious Courage of Conscience International Peace Award. We're so delighted to welcome back LCA and Chris DeRose.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank FARM and thank my friend Alex Hershaft. And Alex and I have been through a lot of stuff, and I've taken Alex into down the LA River into what is Farmer John's pig slaughterhouse. And it was the first time that he'd ever been down here and saw this, and he had asked me to take him, and I did. I want to also mention that you are the strongest entity there is, because you, as a free thinker, and you, as a compassionate person, become the single powerful most entity. Governments can't control you. Corporations can't control you. Nothing can control you, because you are a free thinker. And this is what I talk when I talk to kids in schools. This is what I say to them. Make sure you keep an eye on yourself. Be a free thinker. Be compassionate and be persistent, and you will make a change. Stay motivated. That's a hard thing to do, staying motivated, because motivation is very difficult. But I use everything, it's like in martial arts, I use everything that comes at me as an energy force to drive it back toward my opponent, my enemy, or the animal, in this case, the animal exploiters. And so you just have to take and think about what animals, when I was in solitary confinement, I thought about what animals are going through in factory farms, in laboratories, in puppy mills, and just at the hands of abominable people. That's what kept me going. And I'm claustrophobic, so for me to be locked up in a little place, it's very difficult. But because I was very concerned and thought about what these animals were going through, it's what kept me going to the next step, the next breath, the next moment, the next day. And again, it's not easy. I just think about what they go through. I know I'm getting out of this, out of the hole, out of solitary confinement, whatever I'm in. I know I'm getting out. These animals don't know that. And they live in this fear and this hopelessness, things that you and I will probably never witness and go through, hopefully. When I first started in animal life, I've been doing this 35 years, and Last Chance for Animals is 30 years old this year. When I started 35 years ago, it was going into laboratories and photographing and documenting what goes on there. We have come so far in 35 years. I mean, I'm looking at this, and 35 years ago, it might be me and a few friends of mine from back in Jersey going into some places and documenting what was going on inside these places. There was nothing going on, there was nothing organized, nothing united. We're uniting now. We're getting there, we're on our way. I get goosebumps thinking about it. I think about how, venues like this are really making it a positive thing where we can all work together. And I don't do conferences very much anymore, but I came because I respect the man that put this conference on tremendously. And we are going to make a difference. You know what it's like? I remember a guy saying to me, this guy Bob Schwartz, he said to me, every second you got, because I got a call at 6 o'clock in the morning, it was an ALF raid, and I got a call at home, and I was very tired, and I get a call, and the reporter was very antagonistic toward me, so I just put the phone down and barely said anything to her. And then at the end, I barely did, it was the worst interview I ever did in my life because I didn't really respond. And this guy, Bob Schwartz, this older gentleman that used to demonstrate, I see him and everything, he says, it's your obligation, it's your right, but it's also your obligation to speak up on behalf of the animals. Every second you have that microphone, you make sure you're giving 150%. You make sure you're giving everything that you have. And you don't just put the phone down, and you just don't ignore and let the opposition go on and on and on. I never forgot his words. The guy must be 95 now, and he's still going strong. And I follow that. I hear his words when I get tired, or when I don't really want to do an interview, or I don't want to be up here like right now. I make sure that I hear Bob Schwartz say to me, you got an obligation, you make sure you use it, and you use it for the animals, and you use it the best you can. Every damn second of it. You know, the whole thing is about making awareness. We're making awareness now. The world's aware of factory farms, laboratory experiments on animals, and puppy mills and all these other animal exploitation. The world's aware. We need to move to the next stage and make the changes now. We need to get politically savvy and start making the changes there. So I always use the example, it's like you take a pebble and you throw it in a pond and it ripples all the way across to the other end of the pond. What we're doing here right now is rippling all across the oceans, all around the world. We are making that difference. Right now, right here, we're making that difference. We're becoming a more compassionate society. That's what we need to do. We are a powerful force. We're more powerful than you know, more powerful than I can even imagine sometimes. So, you know what it is? It's like, you know what? This doesn't belong here, it belongs over here. We could talk about it, we could chant, we could pray, we could argue, we can curse at it. But you know what? Yeah, it's there. Just do it. You see a problem going on in a laboratory, don't let the door stop you. Get through the door. I don't care how something gets done. Maybe I shouldn't say that at this conference, but I'm saying you need to get the job done. The animals are there. There are very few of us to make this happen. There are very, very few of us. So just do it. Nike stole that same statement from me, I promise you. I've been saying it for 35 years. Just do it. It belongs here. Just do it. Thank you very much.